Oh, look at this.
Can you see? Are you in? Are you in?
Are we?
Right there?
You know you're short. I look so short.
You actually look shorter than me.
I know. I lowered my seat.
Welcome, everybody, to the August PAX Prime Make Good Star Wars The Old Republic Knights of the Fallen Empire live stream.
I'm glad you said that.
There's a quiz on that later. That's the whole name. So please don't forget it. So, my name is Eric Musco. I'm the community manager for Star Wars The Old Republic, and I'm joined by...
Michael Backus, lead designer, Star Wars The Old Republic. And Ben Scott is hiding over here.
Do you want to do the creeper face in?
Yeah,
do the creeper face. Do the creeper face in.
Ben Scott, our lead level designer, right there.
So you'll be seeing from Ben in a few minutes, and I guess it was nice because I have crew cut hair, and then I'll replace it by myself by another crew cut hair gentleman.
Well, that's because Dex and Harkin.
That's true.
It was planned.
It is perfect. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Let's talk about what we're going to talk about.
I'm very excited. You guys have been clamoring for information, for just everything about Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Gonna peek behind the curtain today.
Peek behind the curtain and continue to open the curtain. Really, this is the beginning of the curtain opening. So, a couple things. For those that don't know, this stream is because originally we were going to go to PAX Prime, do a cantina in Seattle. We ended up not doing that, unfortunately. Just we wanted to keep these guys chained to their desks, building Knights of the Fallen Empire. So instead, we're doing this live stream, which honestly is cool because we get to show you guys some behind the scenes. We get to show you guys some Knights of the Fallen Empire, which may not have happened if we went to PAX. Plus some other stuff. We get to answer a lot of questions.
Yes.
So that's cool. So that's one of the reasons we're doing it. As a note for that, as you may know, at every cantina, we have a cantina exclusive vehicle, which comes in a little pack with another item.
Yep.
It's called the Printout Aggregate for Seattle's cantina. Normally what happens is we give you codes if you come to the cantina, you redeem them, and then you share them with your friends. Tate has gone ahead and redeemed a code on his account, and he's going to share with you a link in chat, probably around the time he hears me telling him to do this, and that link that we're going to share goes infinitely. So share that link everywhere. All you got to do is click it, and you'll have it on your account, and then you'll get your own printout aggregate plus another random item.
So everyone gets one?
Everyone gets one.
That's sweet.
And then if you don't even want to share ours, you'll get your own link, which you can share with up to 50 of your friends. So you can spread it around anyway. So we're still going to get you that mount anyway, so Tate will get to that. Also, I've heard people like free stuff. That's what I've heard. So throughout the entire stream, pay attention in chat. Tate's going to be giving away cartel coins. He's going to be giving away 450 cartel coins sometimes, 2,400 cartel coins sometimes. Wow. So there'll be there'll just be lots of cartel. I'll get you some cartel coins later if you want. Yeah,
I do appreciate it.
We're just going to be raining cartel coins, so pay attention in chat for that. So, what are we going to talk about today?
One of the big things, we are going to show what we've basically created and been showing to the press for the last few months. It's going to be a demo. If you haven't heard already, the way Knights of the Fallen Empire is being delivered story-wise, we're going to show episodically in chapters, like you would, maybe like your favorite Netflix TV show.
Right.
And so one of the things that we're going to show today is about 10 minutes of chapter 3. Ben's going to run that demo. We're going to get into some of the details about really, at its core, what is Knights of the Fallen Empire about? Why are we focusing on story? What does that mean with choices that matter as far as your gameplay, your companions? We're going to delve into some of that stuff as well.
Right.
And some surprises. Afterwards.
Right.
Musco and his team have been scouring the forums. There's been some questions specifically about companions.
Yeah, so we've got, obviously there's been a lot of questions about a lot of the stuff that's going to be coming in Fallen Empire. Today, specifically on the stream, it's about companions. So after we show you guys the demo that Ben and Michael are going to walk you through, we're going to sit down. Bacchus and I are going to talk about some of the nitty-gritty details on what's going to happen with companions in Fallen Empire, because we know there's a lot of questions about it. I know you have a lot of other questions. We're not necessarily going to hit those on today's stream, but don't worry. Like, the floodgates are opening. The next few weeks, you're going to be getting all kinds of information about everything. So you'll be getting a lot of that stuff. Just a couple of other notes as well before I let these guys jump into the cooler stuff. Don't forget about our awesome sub reward program through the summer. If you guys subbed in July as part of the Nico promotion, if you stay subbed now through the rest of the summer, you'll get early access, and you're going to want it after you see what's there. And specifically by August 31st, you'll get your Nico Elcar blasters, which you can check the Lander page. They're awesome. Also, in honor of the Sacrifice trailer, we have the awesome Zakul armor set and the dropship, that armor set looks so good. If you dye it black.
I was going to say, if you dye it, yeah.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
It's so perfect.
It's dead on. They did an amazing job.
So they're probably done listening to me talk.
Yeah, well, before you go and before we set it up, we'll talk a little bit more specifically.
Yeah.
First thing they're going to see is a video. We're going
Right.
to set it up. It's going to be just a small part of the intro of Chapter 3. This is really kind of setting the stage of what's happened with Knights of the Fallen Empire. We're assuming all of you out there have now seen the Sacrifice trailer.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
So we're not going to show this to you again, but you can go find it.
On YouTube, on our SWTOR
Everywhere.
the Old Republic channel. So we're going to start with that, give you a little bit of setting, and then we're going to jump into the actual demo. And again, just show about 10 minutes of actual gameplay.
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's worth noting that the stream noted for an hour may not take the full hour, but we'll take up as much of that time as we can. So without any further delay, I'm going to jump into the video. Again, this is setting up the beginning of Chapter 3. Again, if you followed the press coverage between E3 and Gamescom and you're worried about spoilers, you probably have read about some of this stuff. We just want to show it to you and show you how awesome our cinematics and how good Fallen Empire looks.
Cinematics, the storytelling, really, really excited stuff. Really excited to share it with everyone.
So I'm going to start the video. When we come back, you're no longer going to see my face. You're going to see a better looking face. And then that one, and then I'll be back later, all right? Let us know, by the way, throughout the entire stream if you see any problems with volume of the mic, volume of the video, volume of the gameplay. Let us know any of that stuff and we'll get it corrected, all right? So without any further delay, let's show you guys the video, all right?
Don't try to move. You're dying. I may have your cure, but I'm not going to lie. This will hurt. That wasn't quite so bad.
I lost my crew. I tried to save them and Coruscant. Ships bombarded the capital.
Some dreams and some visions, no doubt. Best put aside for now. Gear up, quickly.
T7. But I saw... What's happening here?
The Empire and Republic have all but fallen to the man who imprisoned you. You're our last hope. Come on.
All right, hopefully you guys can hear
That
us.
ended abruptly.
Yeah, it really did.
Hey, there we are.
There we are. Excellent. So, here's our setup. As you guys can see, you've now been frozen in carbonite and freed by someone you may recognize from Shadow of Revan, Lana Beniko, Dark Lord of the Sith. She's shown up and she's freed you. Years have passed and you're not sure what has happened. It sounds like this new threat to the galaxy, the Eternal Empire, has basically attacked. You may have seen that again in the Sacrifice trailer. And both the Republic and the Empire have been all but defeated. But clearly, as the Outlander, you're special. Lana Beniko and, you'll find out soon, some friends have come and tried to rescue you because for some reason, you're important. Emperor Valkorion didn't kill you once he captured you. Yeah, not a spoiler in case you didn't know, but you've clearly been saved for a bigger reason and part of his master plan. And Knights of the Fallen Empire really is partly about that. It's the discovery of why are you special and what is this new threat. So what you're going to see here is we're going to skip ahead just a little bit as far as gameplay goes, and we're going to go further into Chapter 3. A little bit of a caveat. Don't worry about things. We sped up combat just a little bit. That's because we wanted to make sure for press reasons we weren't spending a huge amount of time in gameplay. We wanted to really show off a lot of the cinematics. Another thing that you're going to notice is Ben has a very short rotation of abilities. I promise you, we did not take away abilities. This simply was, we chose some cool abilities just so you could really kind of show off what combat looked like. So, are we ready to do this?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Don't you dare! If that thing blows, it's taking a whole lot of people with it. You can still shut it down. Half the city will go dark, but the countless thousands who live and work here, less chance.
Do you see? This is how far they'll go to stop you. We need to get you off-world now.
All right. One of our first big choices, and you guys as fans, you're going to hear this a lot as we talk about Knights of the Fallen Empire. It really comes down to decisions that really matter. We've heard everyone clamoring again for more story. They want to have an impact on their story, impact on their companions, and we really took that to heart. So now we have a situation from a gameplay standpoint where your choices are having an impact on the future directly and indirectly. And during this demo, you're going to see two different versions of that. In this case, this is going to be one. The sun generator is about to go critical. The light side choice in this case is Ben saving all of these people. Koth obviously upset if a bunch of citizens of Zakul are going to be killed in the explosion. Or our dark side choice, which is allow the sun generator to explode.
Yep.
And possibly escape in all the chaos and all the confusion. Now, if Ben chose the light side route, he's going to take a different path to go turn off the sun generator.
Not choosing light side.
Yeah, not choosing light side. Dark side, again, shorter path to get out. It's the quick and easy path, but with all that chaos, hopefully they can avoid being captured again. You ready?
Dark side.
Do it.
Let's do it. I got some bigger
What you've
concerns,
said about the
quite
Republic
honestly.
is true. We have to keep going.
Damn it, Lana, those are people. My people.
All this was Valen's doing. If you have a problem, I suggest taking it up with her.
Don't think I won't.
Catastrophic reactor failure imminent.
All right. So you can see Ben is obviously evil. He's chosen to let the sun generator explode. And again, he's praying that all of that chaos, all of that confusion is going to help him escape. He knows that he's valuable, more valuable than the citizens of the planet. So with Knights of the Fallen Empire, I talk to Charles Boyd, our lead writer, all the time about this. One of the great things we got to do while working with LucasArts is effectively creating a brand new setting to play within the Old Republic. We're deep in the space of deep on the outskirts of wild space, and this new threat comes and is attacking us. And so one of the things we get to do is create brand new creatures, new environments, new cities, new characters. And so what you can see here, Ben is fighting against Sky Troopers. And Sky Troopers were created, they're droids that have been programmed to stop him at all costs. They're kind of like the main bulk fighting force of the Eternal Empire. So I know Eric Musco and I talked a little bit about this, about companions. Some of you may notice that Lana Beniko is actually fighting alongside Ben as a Jedi Knight. It's absolutely true. We can totally confirm it. In Knights of the Fallen Empire, Lana Beniko does indeed become one of your full-blown companions. There's a number of companions that are going to be brand new to the cast of characters. So you can see sun generator not looking good. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler.
Let him blown up.
Yeah, so this guy right here, well, he doesn't make it.
Small.
It's just a small reactor. Just a, what is it? Reactor
Some
malfunction?
reactor malfunction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was critical.
Reactor
For
leak?
some reason, I don't know.
Is everything fine here?
I actually do know.
That's true. We will let you guys know.
Everyone will be busy now, and will be harder to see. Koth, do you read me?
Congratulations. You made everything go completely insane.
Did something happen to you? Where are you?
Some maintenance trouble for Koth.
How bad is it?
It's not great, but we're on top of it.
Koth's got this covered.
They want to know which planet.
Give us 3 minutes.
Well, we're going to talk
Runtime.
about that in just a
Hope you're not
second.
scared of the dark.
Don't you worry.
So, in the demo, when we were doing this for press, I always chose one.
Yeah, you have
Today, I'm going
you're
off
breaking
the,
the rules.
rails.
Oh,
Some rescue party.
He's usually quite competent. Let's find a place to lie low and...
Not an option. Three minutes.
These Sky
Okay.
Troopers are everywhere.
they are. You have jetpacks.
That's true.
So, As we were saying before, someone asked about new environments. What planet is this? So right now you are on the planet of Zakul. This is their capital city. And like I said earlier, we get to create brand new environments, brand new locations for you to visit. This is one of the main locations that you're going to visit. Right now, you can see Ben is high above the scaffolding of the city, fighting his way as he makes his escape. During the course of Knights of the Fallen Empire, Ben's going to make his way down into the Undercity, the Underbelly. He's going to be on the surface of the planet, out in the endless swamps. And on top of that, he's even going to new locations never before seen in the Star Wars universe. Never, ever before. You have cool down there.
Yeah, I was trying to force push it.
So a lot of you may have already heard, if you've been following all the press, talking about E3 and Gamescom, the level cap for Knights of the Fallen Empire is going to be increased to level 65. And with that, of course, everything that you would expect from a role-playing game and everything from Star Wars The Old Republic. So we're giving everyone new abilities. We're really trying to focus on giving everyone a bit more mobility, focus on kind of that like cool Star Wars combat, make things feel more action-y, and perhaps even have an impact on things like PvP.
It could happen.
It could happen. There may be some abilities out there that people are excited about already. So while he's fighting it, actually, before you finish it off.
Koth, is that blaster fire?
Almost there. 3 more minutes.
Koth, we don't have 3 more minutes.
2.5.
Outlander, you are guilty of assassinating the immortal Emperor and of evading imprisonment.
We demand your immediate surrender!
Knights of Zakul, a policing body under Valen's charge. Force sensitives.
Yep.
What do you think their doctrine is? What's that
Is their philosophy more Jedi or Sith?
To them, the Force is an instrument to be used in pursuit of justice, nothing more.
Stop talking, disarm, and surrender at once.
What do you think?
You know what? I have a feeling we should talk about this.
Yeah.
So some of you may notice right now that Ben has an option there to force persuade, the old Jedi mind trick. Depending on your class, obviously different options occur. In this case, these guys, I think we should try and avoid conflict. You are a Jedi Knight.
I think it's frozen. I think it's frozen.
What froze?
I think the stream froze.
Let me look. Is chat saying the same?
Yes. So we're not moving.
Everything working again, we think. For some reason, our broadcasting software really didn't like our dev shard. Don't really know why. It just wasn't having a lot of fun with it. In fact, as you're about to see in a few moments, it even broke the mission that we were on. So what we're going to do is originally we were just going to catch up off stream and then show it to you. But I figure it might be a little bit more fun for you to watch Ben completely cheat his way through the level. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let these guys talk. Bacchus will give you a run through of what had happened up to that point. And Ben's going to run through and just destroy everything cheaty devy like, and then we'll be right back to where we started.
It's going to be awesome.
Do some cinematics quick too.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how.
Yeah, so
we
just
do.
switch it over to game.
Do we want to turn the volume down for these people on that? Because I'm going to talk.
Should be good. Should be good. All right, I'm going to get out of the stream. I'll be
there
back.
we go.
All right. So when last we left our adventurers, you are the Outlander. You are this veteran of the Galactic War. This has been cheating at Star Wars The Old Republic.
Wrong choice. I made the wrong choice.
Or not very well. So again, you're the Outlander. You're the veteran of the Galactic War. The Eternal Empire, led by Valkorion, Prince Arkin, Prince Stexon, have basically decimated both the Empire and the Republic. You've been captured. You were unthawed from Carbonite by Lana Benico, who is a brand new companion character for Knights of the Fallen Empire, in a mad, desperate attempt to escape the city of Zakul. This is the throne world of the Eternal Empire. It's one of the brand new planets. You can see Ben here is cheating his way desperately through killing creatures.
It's a new knight ability.
This is a brand new Jedi Guardian ability.
Kill.
Instantly kill everything. So Lana Beniko is by your side, brand new companion. You're attempting to escape the city of Zakul. We just showed you the sun generator exploding.
Yep.
That was Ben's dark side choice. He chose not to save the people of the city. And we just told you the level cap, level 65 for Knights of the Fallen Empire. Everyone's getting new abilities as well. Ben, again, easily taking on these creatures, no problem whatsoever. Again, we really wanted to focus on combat being a little bit more fast-paced.
Not this fast-paced.
Not this fast-paced. And I think the last thing I was telling you guys before we catch up to where we were, you're just seeing a small bit of Chapter 3. This is you escaping the city of Zakul. Really, this game plays a lot longer once you play it. We sped it up a little combat-wise. Ben sped it up even more to get us back to where we go. So after he kills these last 3 guys, we'll show you more about what we're talking about.
And we're back.
As far as player choice.
Koth, is that blaster fire?
Almost there. 3 more minutes.
Audio up a little bit. Maybe it's quiet. So,
Let's tell them about their doctrine.
think so?
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Lana might know about it.
Is their philosophy more Jedi or Sith?
To them, the Force is an instrument to be used in pursuit of justice, nothing more.
Stop talking, disarm, and surrender at once.
Huh? I turned the audio up.
All right. Interesting. Let's see. We'll give you guys a second if you can hear us.
Man.
Sounds like everyone can hear us still.
Click on the game. That's why.
I had clicked on the game.
Maybe that's why.
All right.
Maybe that's how.
Well,
wait.
interesting.
The audio should be back, hopefully.
No
It's back?
sound, no audio. It's back.
Okay.
Great.
It's working.
So,
Sorry.
We're back to where we were before all the technical difficulties. So Ben is playing the Jedi Knight. Obviously, that
Poorly.
Well, I didn't want to criticize because we're live in front of thousands
Right.
of people. But that being said, here he's faced with a decision that's special to his class. All the different classes are going to have options like this as well. In this case, being a Jedi Knight, he's a good guy. Well, except for that sun generator thing.
Semantics.
And here he has the option, you can see, to kind of Jedi mind trick these guys and see what happens.
Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This confrontation isn't what you want. You'd rather go home.
He must be joking.
Take them by force.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not feeling it.
So as Lana explained, Knights of Zakul are powerful Force wielders. They're not Sith, they're not Jedi. They have a doctrine completely made up, completely brand new. And the Sith Empire has a different approach to the ways of the Force. So you can see in this case, they easily resisted Ben's Jedi mind trick, and he's forced to face off with these guys. Pretty sure he can take them. As you've noticed, we've got
severely.
and you're not shooting.
I'm not shooting.
Lower your weapons and admit defeat.
Fun moment for everyone out there in that round. Ben once got knocked off during the demo in press.
Right. Press is actually our demo with the studio.
Oh, fair enough.
Panic, run. We'll fight another day.
You knights, you're never taught to properly channel your anger.
All right. So earlier, you guys, we talked about choices that matter. We saw the sun generator decision actually directly impacted gameplay, but also had an impact on his companions. Koth, a citizen of Zakul, didn't want Ben sacrificing thousands and thousands of lives to the sun generator exploding. So here we have a situation where, again, you're faced with a choice, but this is an indirect choice. This has an impact much later on in the story. If Ben chooses the light side choice, he lets this guy go. Not gonna have. If he lets him go, if he were to let him go, these guys might remember that he showed them mercy. They might rethink maybe Ben's not actually that bad
such a bad guy.
No, maybe not.
Maybe Valkorion and Arkin are wrong.
Maybe they're the bad guys.
Maybe they are.
But if he chooses the dark side path, the partner may come back and hunt him down later in another chapter. I'm not saying I don't want to give spoilers. It may happen. It may not happen.
It depends on what you choose.
Regardless, he's going to go home and be upset. Let's see what happens.
Who? I'm going to go home and be upset?
No, his partner.
Oh, his partner.
You're
He already left.
You're going to sleep like a baby.
Yeah. No problem. Lana, take it away.
Lana does what she does best.
She is dark side.
She is dark side.
That won't be the last night we encounter.
That's because Arkin's afraid to face me himself. He should be.
No offense, but I'm willing to bet the only person Arkin ever feared was his father. Valen.
I don't know you, but you. I've seen you.
I'll hold her off as long as I can. The first chance you get, go.
So this is hilarious when I choose it. But I can't. I can't feel bad. You know, Lana.
No way am I leaving you
You're
behind.
tight.
You're impossible.
You and Lana?
Yeah. Me and Lana.
No, I won't need that.
Heads down, eyes open, run like hell.
Come on!
Declaration. Meatbags can't fly.
Hang on, I'm gonna punch it. Stay alive.
You do know what you're doing.
I don't really like Koth, to be honest.
You're welcome, by the way.
Probably. He does have.
Guns locked on.
Get us out of here!
Trying to. Come on.
I wouldn't pay Arkin.
Woo!
Thank you, T7. We owe you one.
You didn't even mention that HK55 showed up. Like, what? Well, who are these people? What's going on?
Spoiler. T7?
T7.
I gotta tell you, one of my favorite jokes of all time is that really Star Wars: The Old Republic is about T7. The entire everything is he is the true hero of the entire game. I love T7. So
That's it.
Small. That's the demo.
Well, that's not it.
That's
the minute portion.
tiniest
bite-sized morsel.
That's like 10 to 15 minutes of Chapter 3.
Yep.
You guys, October 27th, Knights of the Fallen Empire goes live. Pre-orders, the early subscribers are going to come out a week early.
Yep.
You're going to get 9 chapters. That's just part
Just
of
at
Chapter
launch.
3. That's at launch. What's going to happen is we're going to take a little bit of a break after we release on October 27th.
Yep.
In case you didn't know, there's a little game called Battlefront coming out. And then there's a movie, I think, coming out in
Never
like
heard of it.
December, I think. Anyway, so after the December movie, after Battlefront hits stores, we're going to come back after the holidays, and then we're going to continue to deliver more chapters on a regular cadence to you guys and finish out Season 1.
Even better than what you saw. Because I've seen pretty much
some
all
good
of them,
stuff.
and there's some amazing stuff.
Yeah, Ben is one of the only people who's played through like everything. up
Although
until this
recently
point.
more people started playing.
Yeah. So October 27th, after the holiday break, so you're going to get 9 chapters on October 27th, holiday break, regular cadence, we finish off Season 1.
Yep.
After Season 1 finishes...
Hey, how much does all this cost?
Whoa. Don't get ahead of me. We're
sorry.
getting there.
Am I jumping the gun?
It's like Sham Wow. Hold on a second.
But there's more?
There's way more.
All right.
after season 1 finishes hiatus, at some point we bring you season 2, and that's how we're going to deliver story to you guys. Now, because Ben's excited about it,
I'm very excited.
the greatest value offer we could offer all of our subscribers. What is the cost of this expansion to our fans? $0.
Only have to be a sub. That's it.
You only have to subscribe. October 27th, you'll get all the chapters up to that point when you subscribe. The first 9 chapters. Come enjoy it. What is it? $15 for that month. You'll get this amazing content.
Yep.
That being said, your choices matter.
They're very important. They're actually now more important than they've ever been.
It's totally true. And I know Eric's going to come back over here and talk about this. So, actually, you ready to come back over?
As soon as Ben's ready to get
Hey, I'm ready.
So,
I'm done. My job here is done.
So everyone, round of applause if you're at home to Ben for not dying. Great job, excellent job. So we're going to talk a little bit about
Goodbye, stream.
We're going to talk a little bit about some of the other things that you guys have been asking about. And so one of the...
Ben, HR wants to talk to you about that cheating that you just did.
Oh, snap. Oh, busted. One of the big things we talked about and we announced just now, like Lana Benico to you guys becomes a full-fledged companion. And so we thought we would expand a little bit on companions today.
Yeah, so before we get into that, can I just say,
Yeah.
I would like to thank all of you who are still with us on the stream. Let me tell you my favorite thing about doing stuff live is that things go horrendously wrong.
And you relish
and
in
you
that.
just roll with the punches.
What is Schadenfreude, but when it happens to you?
I don't know what that's got.
Like, is that just a glutton for punishment?
I think it is, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So thank you guys all for sticking with us. We had a crazy amount of viewers that we still do, so thank you guys all for tuning in to learn about Knights of the Fallen Empire. Now, people say we have notes. We literally came prepared with notes.
Questions asked by the fans.
That's right.
From the fans.
So here's
for
the thing.
Fans.
There's been a ton of questions about everything with Fallen Empire, and we've talked about bits of it, right? And I think we've really focused really heavily on story.
Yes.
Because as you guys have seen, and I really hope that you love it as much as I do, our cinematics and everything is so good now.
Yeah.
There's some of the cinematics that are in some of the other chapters that I won't specify which ones are just
amazing.
They're just unreal.
It's funny too because we looked at Shadow of Revan and we were so proud of Shadow of Revan. Really just revisiting that, not only that character but what could happen, but just the way we delivered the story. I feel like we've blown it away. I feel like the tools we've given our cinematics designers, the level the writers raised the bar even more. I think you guys just saw just a small glimpse of some of what happens. There's some really, really great moments. Really great moments.
So let's talk about companions. Because again, what you guys are looking for is nitty gritty details. So what I have in front of me is, I guess, a sampling of really most of the really big questions we've been getting about companions. When we had announced this kind of the second time about this stream, we posted on the forums, we posted on Reddit, we followed social media, people kind of asking questions, been watching in chat. There's a lot of very specific questions that people are asking. So we're going to cover most of them here. I know you're going to have some more even little nitty-gritty detail stuff. So after the stream, I'm going to post a recap on the forums of everything that we just talked about, and you guys can continue asking questions. I'll keep my eyes on it throughout the rest of the week. I'll be poking, Bacchus and stuff to get answers on any of that stuff. I will caveat, and I know you'll bring this up too. Avoid spoilers. So if your question is X individual coming back?
Yes.
We're not going to tell you.
We're not going to tell you. Absolutely. Yeah, obviously Lana, T7, HK, they're involved. Koth Vortena, and a brand new
companion. And we get a lot of questions about, what about X companion, Y companion? Just wait and find out. You got to play the story. All right, so this is by far the biggest question we've been asked. By far. Michael Bacchus.
Yes.
When Knights of the Fallen Empire comes out,
Yeah.
we've been told there's a time lapse that happens, right?
5 years.
5 years pass.
5 years. We've said that out loud.
What happens to all of my companions? What happens?
Story-wise, that's part of the crux of the problem.
Sure.
What happens? You've disappeared. You've got characters that you've romanced, potentially even married. You've got characters you hate, characters you love. Story-wise, basically, part of the adventure is figuring out what's happened to those companions. And so that's part of the exploration of going out and figuring out where are they, what's happened, gathering back up together. You as the Outlander are this focal point of this resistance against the Eternal Empire. It's up to you to go forth and bring back those who want to help you and who can help you defeat the Eternal Empire.
Sure.
So from a story standpoint, like actual game mechanics, what that means is, you guys have seen us do this in the past, but really what it comes down to is sometimes we will lock you to, in this chapter, this moment of the story, this is the companion.
Chapter 3, you might be running around with Lana Beniko.
Exactly. Lana just saved you. She's the one who's helping you out.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to see a lot of that. So for the first 9 chapters, there's going to be a whole lot of who are these new characters, introducing them, finding out what's happened in the past. So, but the crux of it, and the question that a lot of people ask.
Right, sure, yeah. What about the companions that aren't coming back as part of the story or that you don't run into? Are you taking them away from me?
Ultimately, the answer is no. We are not taking those companions away from you. As you play through the story, we definitely fictionally have that kind of feel. We're bringing them back as it is important to the story and having those moments. But in the grand scheme of things, after you play through all the content, we didn't want to punish players for having these romances. Now, in my opinion, the best way to play is to just go forth and let the story unfold with all these different companions. But if you truly, truly loved that one companion, you can definitely resummon that companion, go on your adventures. And to add to it, and also we're not doing anything to punish you guys, like for instance with Treek or HK. So if you spent cartel coins, there's no risk of losing them in any way, shape,
in the
or
absolute shortest way, we are not going to take your companions away.
Exactly.
You will have access to them.
Fictionally, we're going to screw with them all. But gameplay-wise,
we're not gonna take
we don't want to punish anyone.
So you kind of brought it up a little bit, and we've seen this question come up a lot. And there's kind of 2 parts to this question. There's like the story part, and there's the mechanical part, which is companion romances and affection, right?
Yeah.
So in some cases, X character is my wife or my husband, or on the other side, people who are more on the gameplay mechanic side, I bought companion gifts and farmed every companion up to 10,000 affection to cap it out. Is all of that lost now? Do I lose that? What is the effect on that in Knights of the Fallen Empire?
Absolutely no. You're not being punished whatsoever. From a mechanic standpoint, all of that hard work you've done is still going to matter going forward. You're not going to lose all of that stuff. Fictionally, again, without getting into spoilers, those things do matter.
Right.
We call them variables from behind the scenes standpoint, but all those options, all those decisions you've made, all the variables you've had set, the romances, the relationships, those do come back and play a part. Like, for instance, if you're married and it's been years, who knows what happened to your wife or your husband? Right. Should you really be hitting on Lana? Again, not a spoiler, just hypothetical. Not saying you have the option to hit on Lana.
Right. All right, so that's most of the story-y stuff. Like I said, we really want to be careful to not talk about spoilers. I know there's a lot of people people are specifically like, does X come back? Simply put, we're probably in most cases not going to tell you because we really want you to explore them.
Not even most. In all cases, we don't. Even if you don't mind it being ruined for you, we don't want to ruin it for anyone else.
So let's talk mechanics.
Yes.
So this is some cool stuff. I'm actually very excited about this.
Yeah. There's
one of the things that
we've
really heard a lot of feedback over the years of SWTOR is about combatability of companions.
Yep.
So let's talk about the first thing. Can you talk about some of the biggest change we're making to companions with roles in Knights of the Fallen Empire?
I like the way you're alluding to this, building the drama.
I am, because I think this is like, and you'll explain why. I think this is a very cool thing.
One of the things we noticed is that players often, they just wind up loving a companion.
Right.
And what was at odds was if you chose to play healer, you needed a tank. Well, you were kind of forced into playing with a specific companion to fulfill that role.
Right.
The big thing with Knights of the Fallen Empire is going forward, all companions can be all 3 roles. So you can change Treek to be DPS, heals, or a tank. You can choose whoever comes back. In this case, let's say Lana Beniko. Lana can heal you, play tank, or be DPS. Anyone who comes back and becomes part of your cadre, your crew, you're going to be able to switch. So if you play healer and you don't want to switch, you can bring back your favorite companion and play next to them.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing Bounty Hunter. You've always wanted to bring Skadge with you. I'm sure chat's about to lose their minds.
Hypothetically.
But instead, you always brought Mako with you because you needed a healer.
Exactly.
Now, Skadge should be your healing buddy.
When we talk about playing your way, we really wanted players to have the choose to play with the companions they love, to have the crew that they love.
Yep.
And that's really one of the big things we focused on.
I see people just spamming in chat, so great. So
was that a Skadge?
I'm not sure with the delay. I'm just going to assume it's for Skadge. It's probably going to turn into when can I kill him? It's probably going to be the follow-up.
Oh,
not going to answer that question.
Not going to answer that. No spoilers.
No spoilers. So, but that raises a very interesting question, right? Because if I can change roles, well, I've spent a whole lot of time, gearing my companion, right? Yeah. I only have Mako with me, for example, and I've made sure to max out, stats and stuff so that she's the best healer. What happens with that? How are we dealing with that in Knights of the Fallen Empire?
Well, one of the things we notice is sometimes in situations, and this actually happened fictionally as well, and it's one of the reasons I'm really proud of this decision that we made. I think the fans are going to love it. You guys, really, it's so convenient. You show up on Hoth or whatever planet, and we say, hey, basically, you need to bring this companion with you.
Right.
So the first thing we did is realize, hey, that's kind of a pain in the butt, like really when it comes down to it. So what we did is we untied gear from the companions. Now, we still kept the visual part, so you can still customize the look of your companions, but we disassociated the stats.
Right.
So companions now grow more powerful with you as you level up. So if you haven't used, in this case, let's say Lana, or in the case T7, for 20 or 30 levels, you can bring out T7 and not worry that T7 is going to be completely ineffective.
Right.
But you still have the option of dressing them up however it is.
Right, because I mean, one of the things is certainly a lot of people have spent a lot of time moving mods around and stuff, buying gear from the cartel market or farming gear because they want to make their companion look a specific way. We want to make sure you can still do that.
Yeah.
Just not have to worry about that it also has the proper amount of aim on it or whatever that
Exactly. And just an extra point or a bonus feature of that, we're not taking the gear away from you guys. You will get all that gear back.
Right.
So don't rush to your companions and unequip everything.
Right.
We're not going to take it away from you.
I mean, I think it's really worth pointing out, and it's been a lot of the questions that we've received a lot, especially with the time jump and some of these changes that we're making, is people are worried about losing things.
Yeah.
Systematically, you'll see in every system across our game, in any change we've made, we will do everything possible, and in fact, in most cases, you won't lose anything because of what we're doing. We don't want to ever take anything away from you in any of the work that you've done. And I know that's really, really a lot of the questions that we get is, does this mean I'm going to lose this progress that I've done and stuff? Believe me, we've been playing the game for years too, and if we were going to lose some of that stuff, and it's worth noting that anything where there is a situation where that may happen, we will tell you early. Like, example, we just posted today about the McKeb Stage Weeklies coming out in 4.0.
If you want those achievements.
If you want those, go get them. And in fact, we're going to give you something special for getting them. So we'll always try to get that information out to you very early. So don't worry about that specifically as a concern.
I think the best general rule is assume best intentions. We play the game, we love the game. When it comes down to it, we never want to, because we're making a change of what we think is better for the game, we don't want to punish anyone for that. And obviously sometimes we'll make mistakes, but let us know and we'll try to rectify the situation.
Right.
But in general, I think the rule that you said is we never want to take away anything, especially if you've worked hard for it or given us money for it. Yeah.
Especially, all right, so that's going to cover most of the stuff we're going to talk about with companions. Those were most of the big main questions we've gotten. Now again, I want to clarify, that is not all of the questions. We know that's not all of them, right? Is X person coming back? Can I kill people? Can I do that stuff?
Who's coming back?
Yeah, exactly.
When are they coming back?
So, to be clear, literally as soon as the stream is done, I'm going to walk back to my desk and I'm going to make a post on the forums. And that post is going to be a synopsis of everything we talked about, all those answers and everything, and then all of the follow-up questions you have about companions. Throw them in that thread. Like I said, I'll be going through it tomorrow and Friday. I'll make sure to sync up with Bacchus and the rest of the guys in the team that are working with companions and doing that stuff, and make sure we get as many of those questions answered as we can about really some of the nitty-gritty details about what's going to happen with some of that stuff. Again, we're going to avoid spoilers. It's always possible we may not answer your question, but definitely get it out there, and we're going to start getting your questions answered about companions. All the other questions, crafting, and all the other things that we still have yet to talk about. Don't worry, it's coming. We're still going to talk to you guys about all of it before we get there. So that leads us to our last thing.
Yes.
Right? Unless there's anything else you want to add?
No, again, October 27th.
October 27th.
Free for all subscribers.
Yep.
It's a huge value.
Yep.
If you guys got even just slightly excited about what you saw today, I assure you, we haven't even scratched the surface on it. Choices that matter, allowing you to play the game not only the way you want, but feeling like your decisions in game are actually having an impact.
Right.
I think you'd be really excited.
I'm pretty confident that you will very much feel that those choices have impact.
Which leads into our little special surprise here.
I agree. So last note that I want to point out,
sorry.
Again, just as the last housekeeping thing before I forget, the pre-now aggregate, the amount that was going to be available for PAX Prime Cantina is already on the internet in links. I see people trying to share their links in chat. Go share them aplenty on the internet. Get them for yourself. So they'll be everywhere. So that leads us to our last thing.
Yep.
So we had teased about a companion that you were going to see in Fallen Empire.
Yes.
So let's set up this video clip that we're about to show. So the video clip, for context, from chapter 1. It's from chapter 1.
This is the very not the beginning of the chapter per se, but it is the first chapter you're going to experience.
It's in the first chapter. And what this really highlights, let's concentrate less on the companions specifically, but really what it really highlights is a very important decision you have to make as the Outlander character in regards to your companions.
Correct.
To your crew.
Correct.
To your people.
Yep.
And that this choice, there's impact.
It may not be apparent right away, but it's definitely going to have an impact.
Everything matters.
Yes.
So, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I just to overinflate the sense of drama. No, I think we should totally.
Fair enough. So what we're going to do is, as soon as I'm done talking, which I know I talk way too much, I'm going to flip over to the video. We're going to show you the video, and that's going to be the end of the stream. All right. So we want to take this time to thank all of you for joining us for the stream. Again, thank you so much for your patience as we work through the technical issues. Hopefully we won't have that repeat itself again. For some reason, broadcasting software just really doesn't like our development servers. I really don't know why. So we'll work on getting that fixed for the next time we do a stream. Thank you all for joining us. If you have further questions, ask them in the forums. Look for a lot more information coming from us soon.
Yeah. And as far as the entire team, we really appreciate everyone's support. Please keep giving us your feedback. Knights of the Fallen Empire really is a response to what it is that you guys have told us you wanted. And again, there's more coming in the future. So if you're even slightly excited, just know that even greater things are coming.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Tate for helping us in chat. Good guy.
Excellent.
Hopefully he gave you enough cartel coins. If not, just yell at Tate because it's his fault. All right, guys. Let's go watch the video.
See an opening to escape. Take it. Someone has to make it back to the Republic.
We can't just leave you behind.
You have to. Please, Kira.
All right, but you'd better be right behind us. May the Force be with you, Master.